Assalamualaikum and good morning to Madam Izati. My name is Nurkamilia Natasha. I'm from Diploma in Early Childhood Education program. I'm starting this program last September. So today I'm gonna share about the English Proficiency 1 project, which online language game. So my project name is Telling a Time with Ianbella. So this project is about the Telling a Time with Ianbella is online interactive clock game which consists of a teacher and at least two children or two students. So the purpose of this project is to build the listening, reading, and speaking skills, which is I will elaborate more later. So from my experience I found number of occasion which we experience the difficulties to attract students attention. So mostly during when the in the kindergarten, right? So when we doing group class, so most of the student I cannot we cannot attract them or cannot get their focus during the class. So maybe sometimes the factor is because the material using, or maybe the class is too long, or maybe the children also cannot concentrate too long inside the class. So I found this online interactive clock very interesting because beside use the physical clock one, I think most of the kids nowadays know how to use a bit laptop or maybe handphone. So they excited to try this interactive clock online, that because oh, I can move the clock. Oh, I can make the clock like this. So after this, I will show how to use the online clock. Okay. And then Telling a Time with Ianbella, it's actually Ianbella is from my children's name. So I just adding to make the name become more interesting. Okay. So Telling a Time with Ianbella is consists of theoretical teaching and interactive activities which the educator will teach the one of the student maybe how to read the number, or maybe try to ask the children whether the children know how to read the number or the time, and then the other student also can try the interactive clock virtually, and then this this game also is, I think, the interesting learning instrument for the students to practice their listening, reading and speaking, which I will share later how to play the game. So this game is quite simple actually, just using a card. Okay, now I'm telling how I plan this project. So firstly I'm thinking of using, I wanted to try to find something that is educational, but in the same time the student can play around with the material. And I found during planning the project, I found one interactive clock inside a website, which is I will share later. So this website provide interactive clock which you can move the arrow to the specific number you want, and then from there we can know whether the student will get the right answer or not by listening to the other student which explaining to them. So after I found this idea. Then I try to gather the material that using in this game. So the first one, I need to create a card or maybe something on paper to write down the number or the time that we want to ask the children to do. So maybe also can type on the paper and print it to get the proper illustration. And then after I found after I planning the project and I found the material, and then I try to practice and explain the game to my children so that I can see how children processing the step for the game. Then telling a time with Ianbella also from the listening part, it involved the first student telling the second student about the number. So the second students need to listen properly to the first student so they get the correct number or the correct time. And then after they read the before listening, they also the other student also need to read the number from the card. So this one practice the for reading, listening, and after that when the first student telling to the second student, it also practice how to speak properly or speak correctly to the other person. And then the rules for the game is when the educator reveals the number to the first student, the second student must close the eyes. This is because I want the second student to listen, to use the ear to listen to the first student. So I don't want the second student to know the number yet. So for that, we will instruct the second student to close their eyes, and then meanwhile the first student is practice to read the card, and then and then the second rules of the game is the first student need to memorize the number. Then after the first student is ready to tell to the second children, then the educator will instruct the first student to reveal the number to the second student. So this is also practice the teamwork ability. So to get the correct answer inside the interactive clock, they also need to maybe discuss or try to memorize the numbers so that the final answer, they will get the correct for the final answer. Then so this is how to this is the step how to play the telling a time with Ianbella. So the first one, the educator will reveal the card number to the student. So the first student need to memorize, need to read and memorize the number that the educator shown to the student, and then the second student after the first student is ready, and then they will wait for the educator to instruct them to reveal the number to the second student. Then after they reveal the number to the second student, so after they make sure the number is correct, then the second student will go to the laptop or uh, maybe computer, whatever they have at the center, then try to adjust the clock using the virtual interactive clock. So now I will share how to uh, play with the clock here. Okay, so now this is the website, the toytheatre.com and /clock. So this is the interactive clock that I'm telling before. So this clock you can choose to change the color or uh, this is not necessary in the game. So this is I'm just telling to the to madam. So so see they make the clock become interesting. Beside we can operate the arrow. So let's say if after the children play around with the clock, it's this arrow using the mouse, you can move the arrow to the number given. For example, in my card, I'm showing is 6 o'clock. So the children need to try to adjust the arrow to 6 o'clock. And then besides that, this interactive clock also you can change to 12 hours or 24 hours. So this one also the students can learn what is the difference between 12 hours, what is 24 hours number. So besides learning how to read the clock, they also know that we have two types of how to read the clock. And then after that, after they uh after they settle adjusting the time, so if let's say got a few groups, so which group is finish first, then the group the first finish is the winner one. So and then all right, I will share my presentation again. So, so the conclusion is telling a time with Ianbella will cover the skills, namely reading, speaking, listening, as I told before. This game consists of reading, listening, and writing. Which reading, the student needs to read the card. And then listening is when the first student telling to the second student the numbers of the time or the time. And then after that, after the listening, so make sure the student can practice also whether the answer is correct or not by adjusting the time arrow. So for this game, to successfully participate in this type of game, the student first must have the cognitive ability to understand the teacher's instruction and remember the rules. And then after that, besides the get the answer correct, the student also learn the eye and hand coordination by adjusting the what we call that, the clock arrow. And then after that, it is important for kids to know how to read the time, as we use the clock every day. For example, they want to know when the recess time, when the school finish, when is the school finish, or let's say, oh, what time my parents gonna fetch me at school. So at least they know, oh, maybe another 1 or 2 hours I'm going to sleep. Another 1 hour I'm going to go back to home. So this one, they know how to process the time for daily use. And then besides that, they also practice social skill by interacting with each other inside the group. And then the children also learn how to work on problem solving situation. So in this case, after they know about the time or the number, the student need to process it and then try to figure out how to move the clock arrow, and then make sure the answer is correct in order to win the game. And then they also learn how to cooperate with each other inside this game, so that they know how to finish the task. Okay, so this is all about my game. It's a simple online game, but very educational one. And then I think from my side, before going to primary school, I think it is important also for children to learn, besides the addition or subtraction, it's also important for them to learn how to read out the clock. So that's all for my presentation today. So thank you, Madam Izati, for this opportunity, and have a nice day. Thank you.